Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We made it to another one. I hope you all are doing well. Got my hat on crooked again, like usual. That's all right. It's Friday. Everything's going to be fine. Hope you all are having a great Friday. I'm having a pretty good one because I have the day off. So, pretty good. Pretty good. And I hope you have a great weekend coming up in front of you, and just looking forward to hanging out with y'all for a little bit and seeing what's going on, what's good, what's new in, what do they say? What's the good word? What's the good word for the day? What do you got going on? Did you have something good for lunch? You having a good day? You got something coming up for the weekend? You watched anything or listened to anything recently that you really liked? Let me know. I'm interested. So hope you all are doing well. I see some people in here already, so I'm going to stop yapping and, well, I'll still be yapping, but I'll be saying hi to the people. So Big Al Presents, what's going on? Saying hello, everyone. Liquid Lunch Raid. Have a great show, Corey. Thank you very much, sir. Good to see you. We got Connie Cleary in here. A great channel member, and the first one to be precise. So hello, everyone. Liquid Lunch Raid. Thanks for coming in here, Connie. And then we have Mr. Troy Pacelli in here, another great channel member, and also host of the, like he's saying, Liquid Lunch Raid incoming. Yeah, so I got the last call with Troy Pacelli. Thank you so much for chauffeuring your fine audience over here for a little bit to hang out. Sorry, got the hiccups. But appreciate you explaining today what the Tom and Jerry drink was. I was very interested in... I need to trim. I'm getting a little poofy. Sorry. I'm looking at myself. Need to trim the beard this weekend, I think. So getting a little poofy, but I digress. You were talking about the Tom and Jerry drink, the history of it, how to make it, and some special, drinkware that goes along with it. And while I was watching, I was so curious about it. I haven't purchased anything, but I already followed a few things on eBay that people have Tom and Jerry, the punch bowl thing, and the matching mugs with the Tom and Jerry, and and I always think of the Tom and Jerry, the cat and mouse cartoon, but that is not what this is. I'm very interested to try it out. I'm not the biggest eggnog fan in the world, but this sounds a little different. I'm willing to give it a try. Really, they say don't knock it till you try it. So I'm going to give it a try for sure, but it was very interesting. Some even had little warming elements that would go underneath the bowl to keep it nice and warm for our cold Midwestern celebrations like you were talking about. Connie saying hi. Hello. Hope all is going well. Got Mr. Hollow Notes in here saying Corey in the house. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And thanks for stopping by. Got some highs back and forth. We got USRNG in here. Another great channel member. Hello, sir. Got Movie Hunter. What's going on, man? Saying afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well. Who else we got in here? I don't want to miss anybody. Anthony, what's going on, man? Saying, how are you, buddy? How are we doing, buddy? Or if I could read, how are you, buddy? How are we doing today? By the way, I am going to a Christmas party. Very good. Awesome. I hope you have a good time. 'Tis the season, right? Got some holiday gatherings and parties going on. Busy time of year. Busy time of year. Geek Flag with Nate knows what's going on. Saying Liquid Lunch Raid. I just want you to know Troy has was not the designated driver. Okay. Well, no, he was having liquid lunch. He's not designated driver. I can be designated driver. I got a big old mug here, but right now we're just ice cold Diet Pepsi for right now. Maybe later tonight when we're eating for the evening and I get a movie pulled up on the screen, maybe I'll have to make a little toddy or something. Troy would say, do all the clicky things, hit the like button, subscribe, share out the stream, and maybe become a member. Yes, Thank you very much. It's always nice reminder for people, but thank you very, very much for saying something there. Hey, Unplugged, what's going on? Saying hello, how you doing? I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Getting any good movies in? Getting some more thrift shopping or bargain shopping or whatever you want to say. Oh, I just got some in. I don't have them. I can't show them right now. They're not in this room. Darn it. My mom and stepdad, they when they built their new house, they set up. Anyway, they don't have a player anymore for their DVDs or Blu-rays, and they don't want to get another player. They just want their cable and streaming services. That's all they want. They said, we have a box of DVDs and Blu-rays. There wasn't a ton, but there was a decent amount. And they just said, take what you want, or if we're just going to toss them if you don't take them. So I got some from that. So that was a pretty good deal. I got a good, decent little stack of DVDs and Blu-ray, a few Blu-rays, but for free. So that was my little thrifting haul, I guess. Got some highs back and forth. Did that switch? Huh. Wonder if you're in here on two different ones, but I see Fluff Chick Productions, and then I saw Connie earlier up there. So, oh, that's going to throw me off. Big Al was saying I was checking out the Tom and Jerry Punch sets too. Looks awesome. Yeah, I was going to say, I started looking at eBay. I was like, what are these things? I got to check them out. And yeah, some of them look pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know if I'll do it or not, but I was having fun looking at them, and I added a few to my my watch list. Added a few to my watch list. All right. Where are we at? Yes, Nate was saying here, like, share, subscribe, comment, and become a member. And if you're going to give a super chat of $5 or more, why not gift a membership instead? Rock the YouTube. Hey, if you feel like it, go for it. If you don't, that's cool. I'd appreciate you hanging out here. But yeah, Nate, thanks for throwing that out there. It's always good to do that little promotion. I'm not always the greatest at doing that, so I always am very appreciative of any of you that throw that out there for me. It reminds me for sure. Hey, Nikki, we got Mom in here. Not my mom, but my good friend's mom, but we still call her Mom. So happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Nikki, hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Unplugged will say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Yes, Merry Christmas to you too. Yep. Coming up here. I can't believe next week. Yep, it's hard to believe. So, got another high there for Nikki. Very good. So, yeah, been kind of crazy. I'm going to have a few days off coming up here. I hope some of you can have at least a little time to enjoy the holiday Christmas season. I was trying to move a couple screens around here, but so this last week I was pretty busy trying to get some work done before I went on some of my vacation. So I've not watched many movies since the last time we hung out, but that's okay. I hope we'll get some more in here. I got a couple watched. I got one new movie in I can show, but the ones I was just talking about from my mom, I didn't even think about grabbing them, or I did think about grabbing them, but I was running late, so I didn't want to keep y'all waiting. Connie was saying, sorry, Corey, I have Fluff Chick Productions on my computer, my bird channel on the phone. I'm bopping around. Oh, no worries. I thought it was just YouTube doing something silly, but I knew it was you. So no worries at all. I just thought it was funny because I was like, I thought I already saw one that had Connie on it. So that explains it. That explains it. All right. So I've only watched 2 movies since the last time we hung out. One was a rewatch. One was a new movie to me that had been recommended a few different times on streaming. So my rewatch, I guess it was this time of year, I did a rewatch of Violent Night. So you got David Harbour, kind of the they make the jokes that it's kind of the Die Hard of holiday movies. So, what are Santa Claus and Die Hard? And yep, so I got that one rewatched. I've seen that a couple times before, and yeah, so watched that one again. It was like Tuesday maybe, but I always think that's a fun one. You got some good action and some comedy, and I think he does a great job as a kind of a washed out grumpy Santa that, whether he can get his hope back for the season and get some crazy action going on in there as well. So had a good time rewatching that one. Thought it was pretty fun again. And then last night, the streaming movie that I watched that a lot of people were recommending to me was Train Dreams. And that one is Edgerton. Joel Edgerton, I believe, is the lead actor in that one. It's on Netflix right now. I don't know if it will get a physical release or not, but I really enjoyed it. It was recommended to me by quite a few different people. I thought it was great. I've heard some people think that it's slow, but I don't know. I had a lot of feelings to it. It was a beautiful movie too, shot beautifully, and I really liked it. I hope it gets a physical release. I know you never know with streaming services, but Netflix, they did do a physical release of what was it? All Quiet on the Western Front was a great one that they had on Netflix as well. So I hope this one gets a physical release. I'll go grab it if they do. So I don't know if that really will change their mind, but I'll buy it if they do. I really liked it. There's a lot of heartfelt moments and through the thing, but I'll just say it's beautiful, beautiful scenery. First of all, the part of the country it's in, but just beautiful cinematography. I don't know. I'll definitely watch that one again. Definitely watch that one again. So that's the only two that I've got and watched right now. But then I saw on HBO Max, they just released a new documentary on the Counting Crows. So the band really blew up in the 90s. I remember listening to them. I remember them being on the radio a lot, and how they kind of blew up, were popular, and then it was popular to kind of hate them, and they kind of become a meme, and I don't know. It's just like the whole wild, crazy story because they just were huge for a little stint there. But it's supposed to have some pretty interesting people coming in and talking about them, the history, like what was going on. And I think it sounds like it'd be a fun time to watch it. So I never know where to look. Look at the camera, look at the screen. Camera, screen, I don't know. Anyway, that was one I was going to try to watch here pretty soon. That, and there was another one on Netflix. I think I was already saying this before, but a lot of people had been recommending Jay Kelly, the one with George Clooney and Adam Sandler. So we'll have to see if I get around to that or not. Anyway, yeah. Oh, and the one movie I do have sitting here that I got in, some of the sales that were going on, I ended up grabbing, and I've seen it before, but never actually had it. I can't remember if I have the Blu-ray of it. Anyway, I don't know if I had it in the collection anymore, but I got Face Off. So we got a little Travolta and Cage crazy action. Yeah. So definitely looking forward to checking that out again. I think John Woo film, so it's got a lot of style to it. So might have to see if I can fit that one in here in the next week as well, along with a lot of other movies I need to watch. So there's a few in the theater I really want to get out to see too, and I just don't know if I will be able to get out to see them before they leave the theater or not, because our theater, I'm in a very small market, and it seems like they run them out of there pretty quickly. It doesn't seem like they keep them around very long. So sorry, got to keep on sipping on the Diet Pepsi. Let's see where we're at in the chat, because I know I was talking for a bit. Big Al was saying Violent Night, a real Christmas movie. LOL. And I do have some other Christmas movies that I want to get in, but that one I think is fun for. I always think my hat looks really crooked for this time of year. I probably might try to watch Fat Man again. That's another kind of different Santa action movie with Mel Gibson and Walter Goggins. I think they're both great in that. Definitely will want to watch that one again. But then there's some older, like some classics. So coming up here pretty soon, I'm going to be over on my buddy Box Office Brawlers channel. We're going to be talking about White Christmas. So need to get that one watched in again before that stream, or for the first time, actually, for me. And there's a few others. Unplugged was saying 2 good movies. Yeah, thanks, man. Cutting was saying, question, have you Christmas Evil, Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 and 2, and Fat Man yet? So Christmas Evil I have not seen. Silent Night, Deadly Night, the original I've seen. I have not seen the second one. And I haven't seen the new reboot, remake, or whatever that's out right now. But the original, the first one, I have seen that. And then Fat Man, I have seen before. And I wouldn't mind giving that another watch too. So I'll have to check out Christmas Evil. I've heard people talk about it before. That and Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. But I've not seen them yet. So... Or Mercy Christmas. I don't know that one. All right. I'm going to have to go back. A lot of times I'll go back through the chat after streams if I don't write them down. And remember movies people are suggesting for me. There we go, Corey. Holland was saying Train Dreams was good. Watch this week. Yeah, I thought it was good. But I also had somebody I was talking to that they were like, nah, not for me. It was too slow. And I was like, it's just a beautiful, yeah, it's definitely not a fast paced movie, but, there's a lot of feeling to it, I think. So it's a good time. Not good time, but it's a good movie. Hey, Steve Moody, what's going on? Saying, hey there, Corey and Mr. Oates and y'all out there in Corey land. Good to see you, my friend. Got some highs for Moody. Face Off. Yep, got some Face Off. I haven't seen that one in a long time, but definitely I saw it originally when it came out in the theater and then a few times after that, but I just don't think I had it in the collection at all. And the 4K was on a pretty good sale with some of the stuff going on, but some of them I get a lot later. I don't know if anybody else, their Amazons will do this or not, but it might be a different day for different areas, but mine, if you say I'm not in a rush, sometimes they offer you digital credits to use on Prime for either renting or buying digital movies or digital books. And you can keep on doing that. And sometimes they'll even give you more digital credits if you order other things, and they'll just kind of package it all up and they just have one trip to your place then instead of, like for whatever, how many things you're or ordering up. So I do that quite often, but then sometimes I don't get them for a while. So that was one I actually ordered a while ago, but it might say like, okay, you ordered, I think that came with, I had the movie, a new calendar for 2026, because I still write things on there, but then I put it on my phone and everything. But it's nice to have something to scribble and schedule things out on. I had that, and then a new charging, like a wall brick that had like 4 USB-C and 1 USB connection into it. So anyway, they're like, if you're not in a hurry, we'll give you $2 digital credit. And so now I can rent a movie or buy a movie or buy a book, digital book, and digital movie, I guess I should say. But anyway, not that you wanted to know about that. Unplugged says Face Off is classic. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun over the top, but it's a fun one. USRNG says, what happened to Geek Flag's avatar? I don't know. sometimes it's hard for me to see it on my screen. They're so small. I don't know. I can't tell what it is. Maybe you just came up with a different one. Not for sure. Another channel member in here. We got Bacon. Parkinsip says, what up, brother? Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you as well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you and the family are all doing great. It's always fun to see in here. Been watching a lot of your stuff you're popping out there. So we got, hey, what's going on, Jason? What's going on? Three Geeks Podcast. We got, what is it? Corey, what's up, everyone? And then Amazing Beard, my friend. Well, I was just saying I got to trim it down. I just started letting it go. What was it, in September? It's time for at least a little trimming up, I think. So got my winter face sweater going. We'll see how long it goes for. I don't know. And then every year I get way more white and gray and everything in here. So good to see you, man. I haven't talked to you for a while. I'll have to hang out again sometime. But yeah, just talking about some movies I was watching, some movies I was getting in. I don't know if I'll be able to get out to the theater before they pull it out for that, the new Silent Night, Deadly Night reboot, remake, whatever it is. I did want to see that. I've heard some people say that they had a really good time with it, but I just don't know. I'm trying to pull it up right now on the theater. I don't know if they'll have it. There's no way I can get there today, but I think it's already going to be out of the, yeah, they already got it gone. Man, in my like I said, I'm in a small market. Our theater, if it's not a huge blockbuster, they do not keep it in there very long. Oh, they got The Housemaid now. Has anybody seen that yet? No spoilers, but if you liked it or not. What is that? Sydney Sweeney and Amanda. I always going to say her last name wrong. I'm not going to say it. I'll make a fool of myself, but I'll make a fool of myself some other way instead of saying her name wrong. Yeah, been too long. Yeah, absolutely. I'll have to hang out again. Big Al was saying, imagine waking up with Nicolas Cage's face shiver. And that movie is so over the top and like, yeah, it's craziness, but it's a fun craziness. Yep. Holland says, save you a few dollars. Maybe for not shaving. Maybe, I don't know. I know that's always what I want to say, Holland. Amanda Siegfried and Royd. I know I always say her name wrong. I'm not, I mean, maybe going to try it, but that's what I think of when I go to try to say it. I'm like, I know that's wrong. So anyway, that's funny. Saying hi to Bacon. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Like I said, I hope everybody's having a great Friday. I'm having a great one because I did not have to go to work. So getting ready for the weekend, and then we'll have a little bit of time off next week around Christmas. Got some family coming in, so I'm really looking forward to that. Anytime now, we get our kids are older, so when we can get both kids and their significant others all around the table at the same time, it's a great thing. So I always have a good time with that. I'm looking forward to that. But other than that, I hope I get some movies in. Like I said, there's that Counting Crows documentary. It looks interesting to me. I went and saw them in concert when it was like, when they were big, you know, they had the whole, what's their one album? August and something, whatever. The one with like Mr. Jones and Around Here. And, I don't know. It might be too old for some people, but saw them in concert. They were huge for a long time, played them on the radio all the time. And, I kind of dig documentaries like that go into, even if it's a band or a singer didn't really follow. It's fun to hear some of those backstories and just some stuff you don't know about. So that one looked really interesting. That makes me think of, there was like two others I saw, when, Rich and Dave, had their, Turner Fan 77 and 4K Lowdown when they had their By the Number show, and Rich, thankfully, got that going again. But there was two different times I watched with them for their show. One was, I can't even remember what it was called now, but it was a Michael Jackson one on Thriller. It was the making of the Thriller album. And the other one was about Milli Vanilli. So I don't know. They were just interesting. It was fun to dig into that stuff. So I'm looking forward to checking out the Counting Crows one. So I still have an old CD somewhere over there that I bought when that came out, but sometime in the 90s, I can't remember. Is it August and Everything After? I think that's the name of the album. I have the vinyl of that too, but I don't know. I'm good at calling things the wrong names. Hey, Jeff, what's going on? Got John Doe Juggalo in here saying good afternoon, listening while working. Hope you're doing great today, Corey. I am doing great. Hope you are too. Hope your work goes fast and you get back to the fam and do some more fun things. Geek Flag with Nate knows says, oh, you Sergeant G, what do you want to know about my avatar? I just can't see it on my screen. My screen is so small. My old eyes. I need to get a bigger screen. Maybe I'll just need to get like some 50-inch TV for my computer screen or something. I'll probably still be like leaning in, squinting at it. Get some highs back and forth. Big Al's trying to help me out. Give me this is like the phonetic. Amanda. Is it like Seyfried? I probably said it wrong still. There's only so much you can do to help me out, Big Al. I appreciate you doing that, but then after that, I'm a lost cause sometimes. So, and mispronouncing things is right on my list of talents, I guess. G said, I said hi to you, and then the cat walked on my phone, and I couldn't see you. Well, sorry, man. That cat. You got to watch out for those the animals in your life. They always like to do something fun to throw a curve into things. So, Big Al says, rhymes with kid. Oh, like Fred? Wow. I've been saying it way wrong. That's why I didn't even attempt. I'm going to pull up. I swear I'm going to pull up a YouTube video and see if she actually is on anything where somebody's like, please pronounce your name. She does it, but I'm horrible about mispronouncing names. I'm going to mispronounce my own name sometimes. Yeah, I'm really bad at it. So if I even have a second guess of that's, I'm just going to be like, nope, I'm not even going to attempt it. Just make a fool of myself. Big Al says, that's what I did. Oh, you pulled up yeah. I've done that for a few different people where I'm like, I can't be the only one that's had some problems mispronouncing it. And then sometimes it seems like that there's always some interview where they're just like, will you please say the pronunciation of your name? And it's the actual person saying it. So I'm like, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. So, well, I know what I'm doing after this live stream. Going to be looking up that. And, oh, I did get something else in new. Sorry, I'm scattered today, like always. But yeah, I'll have to look up that video and see if she's pronouncing it somewhere. But I did get in. So a great movie and a great score. I got the vinyl in of Gladiator. Ooh. This is the one I had to get a replacement for. Little Hans Zimmer. Looking forward to listening to that because it's a great score. But the story with that one is I got it in, bought it new from Amazon, shipped in, sold from Amazon. They had a box. Then a box within the box, like a tight one that was right on the vinyl. That one, I could tell it had already been ripped open and then taped shut again. So I was like, that's not a good sign. So I opened the thing up, pull the record out, and the shrink wrap was still on it, but I was like, something's not right. And down the front of it, somebody had already sliced it open. So I'm assuming they got it, sliced it open, took the records out, listened to it, and decided whether they were keeping it or not, and then returned it. That drives me nuts with Amazon if they do that, because I bought it. It says the condition's new. And the two sealed boxes were open. And I'm like, no. So anyway, luckily with that one, they say, well, we'll go ahead and ship you one right now, but then you just need to return the other one within, like, they gave a pretty generous time. I'll have to give them that, like 2 months. I need to get the other one to a drop off point, and it's free shipping back. I don't even have to put it in a box or anything. And then, as long as I do it within like 2 months, they won't charge me for the other one. So that was nice, but I still am like, that definitely was not new. That thing had been opened up, and I could just imagine maybe somebody just gets it in, listens to it for a while. What do they have, like 30 days before? And then says like, no, either says something is wrong with it, or, whatever. Maybe they just didn't like it and they just say something's wrong with it or whatever and send it back. But then that needs to be marked as used, opened and used. So, in my opinion. So anyway, but I got that in now. So looking forward to listening along with that. Where am I at now? Bacon was saying, man, Squish is so into vinyl records right now. That's so fresh. Oh, yeah, it's cool. But with the collecting thing, it's like another rabbit hole to go down and another way to start sinking money into stuff. I'll tell you what. I've had quite a few over the years, so it's not like a recent thing. And I have a player, so I have a turntable, so I'll listen to them. And I like listening to them, and I get use out of them, but it's just another thing. It's just like movies. There's special editions, there's color variants, there's ones that are big gatefold, open up ones, some of their box sets, and it's like sky's the limit. And they've gotten more and more expensive, just like movies have with some of the special editions over the years. And yeah. Yep. Just another rabbit hole to go down, but anyway, thanks. Yeah, it's cool that she's getting into it. I honestly think it's crazy that how it's come back so much. So that's what we always had, a record player growing up. My parents did. And so I always remember playing with it and always had fun with it. And so there's some nostalgia for me to do that. I actually went and sometime I'll have to show it off. It's too messy right now. And I don't want to mess with my camera, but I went out and tracked down and found the exact, old school 70s Kenwood receiver that we had growing up. I had such good memories. I don't know, so weird. I always had fun. I mean, the thing's like solid, and it's got like the fake wood. It's got like a fake wood panel case on it in silver, but the knobs are like metal and they have weight to them. And, anyway, it always stuck in my mind playing with that and playing records on it. So, actually tracked down and found a guy on eBay that was selling it, and, yeah, had it hooked up and it works just fine. But yeah, I got an old 70s Kenwood receiver over there, like the one that I grew up with, and had a lot of good memories with it. But anyway, I was saying, had nostalgia for it, but I think it's cool that younger kids are getting into it as well. And it's funny how much they get into it. And even now seeing like cassette tapes coming, I can't believe that one. Vinyl records I could see. Cassette tapes, I don't know about that. I had so many frustrating times with a car tape deck where it got eaten, or you always had like a pencil or something there in the car or at home where, it'd eat the tape a little bit, where it'd pull it all the way out, and then you'd have to have a pencil to put it in one of the reels to kind of tighten it back up and get it all looped back in, and try not to kink it, because then you get like the crackling noise with it and everything. So anyway, yeah. No, you have to let me know. And it's okay either way. Does she actually have player, like a turntable or player, whatever you want to call it, but to listen to it, or does she just like collecting them? Because I know people in both camps, and no judgment either way, because the more either of them buys of those, it will keep people putting out more albums. So it's good for me. So whether you do it for decoration or for listening or both, it helps keep it going. So, hey Tiana, how you doing? Another great channel member here saying, hey everyone, good to see you, Tiana. Tiana says, Corey, will you be checking out anything this weekend in the theaters? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the theaters. I already saw that the one I really was going to try to get to, they already pulled it from my theater, but it was the new Silent Night, Deadly Night. So, sorry, I'm so dried out. I don't mean to keep on taking drink. It doesn't help with pop too. I probably should have a big glass of water here, but I'm stupid. But they already pulled it from the theater, so I can't see that one. I know the other big one that people are talking about right now is the new Avatar, Fire and Ash, I think it's called. But I honestly have not seen the second one yet. So I probably won't go see that one because I don't know if I'll be able to get the second one in before then, because there's a few other things I need to watch before then. And they're long movies. So not saying it wouldn't be worth it. But I'll have to look and see what else is coming out. I don't know. So I don't know. Tiana, you have to let me know. Is there anything in the theater that you are like, I'm going to get out to this weekend to check out? There we are. Jim, what's going on, man? Saying, hello, you rat bastard. I just wanted to wish everyone a happy holiday season. Hope all is well with everyone. Yes, I am the rat bastard. No. I got to figure out a way to do like an intro or something where instead of like, I'm Batman, I'll be like, I'm rat bastard. But, yep, that's me. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, everything. To you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you got some good movies or something lined up to watch. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to get watched here this weekend. Hopefully a couple, at least. Hopefully a couple. Things have just been busy. Saying that so fresh. Bacon was saying we have a JVC one, cassette deck and CD player. Oh, cool. You got the whole mix there then. That's cool. Big Al was saying Legend of Boggy Creek releasing soundtrack in CD, vinyl, cassette, and releasing film in VHS. Great for nostalgia. Absolutely. Yeah, I've seen a few other movies do some limited releases on VHS, and that's a crazy one to see come back and get popular again. So I love it. I love it. I still have some of my old VHS over there too. So, but it's kind of crazy that, some of those never thought you'd see coming back around again. They just need to bring back the 8-track. Come on, let's get some 8-track tapes going. Got everything else here. Like you said, CD, vinyl, cassette, and VHS. Now they need to do like a good 8-track tape. But I still see some people like audiophiles, like some people that have crazy expensive systems. Some of them still have the reel-to-reel, like the big reel music tapes. I don't know. I've never had it, so I guess I don't know what you call it, but I always call it like the reel-to-reel, where it's like, it's almost like an old movie projector, but it's just audio. But like some people just love the sound of that, and some of those can get pretty crazy expensive. So there's still some that will release music on that as well. Got some hellos back and forth. Hellos. UseRNG says, yeah, English has too many sounds. Like A has 29 sounds. I don't think I'm exaggerating. I don't think you are either. And I think and I honestly agree with it too, where I even have trouble with it growing up with it my whole life, but people having to learn it, not as their first language, that it's very difficult because we have so many different, like you just said, there are so many different sounds for this situation or that. And there's so many times where it breaks its own rules. So yeah, it makes it difficult, even like for me growing up with it my whole life. So Nikki was saying hi to Bacon. Tiana was saying, I'm seeing The Housemaid, and the book was good, so I hope it won't disappoint us. I have not, I didn't realize it was based off a book. So that was one when I was looking to see if Silent Night, Deadly Night was still in. I saw it was gone, and then I saw that one was out there. And then I think I saw somebody post that they went and saw it and they liked it. So, no, hopefully it is good for you. That'd be a possibility, but I just don't know. I might be watching movies at home this weekend. We'll see. I just want to get a couple in. Just been so busy. I just haven't had a good run of watching movies. USRNG says, when I lived in Indonesia, the cassettes were put together with tiny screws. I'm trying to remember. I still have some of my old ones too. But I'm thinking like all of ours were just like plastic, like snapped together. Like there was like the two pieces that snapped together. But, well, then those sound like they're heavy duty ones. It's been so funny, like over the years, seeing all the different formats that have come and gone. I still remember somebody, I think it was like a mini CD or HD CD, or they looked like the old, like the floppy disks. Yeah, there's been quite a few things that have kind of come and gone. I remember when I was a kid, some families that got into it a lot, they had, a VHS player and a Betamax player. And a lot of people say Betamax was better, but it lost out because there were certain studios that decided to only release things on VHS. And so I went with that. And I've heard people say the same argument with, so like when Blu-rays, it was when Blu-rays came out, it was that and HD DVDs. And I think I never had an HD DVD player. I only had Blu-ray, but I was late getting a Blu-ray player. I was hanging out with my DVD player for quite a long time. But I heard people make the same arguments where they believed that HD DVD was better than Blu-ray, but certain studios and things decided to only release on Blu-ray. And so that kind of decided which one was going to survive. So, hey, Scolder, what's going on? Saying hello. Got Adrian James in here saying, hey there, Corey. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too, sir. Hope you're doing well. It's been so cold here. I'm all like dried out. I need to get a humidifier going. So now I'm like sipping on this and I'm just making it worse because I'm pretty sure caffeine dries you out even more. So I'm being silly. I should have a big old thing of water, but never claimed to be a smart man. Anyway, yeah. So I got that going on. I was just trying to pull up my local movie theater, see what's even playing tomorrow if I tried to get out. But there was the Avatar Fire and Ash. I'm not ready to watch that one yet because I have not watched the second one. We got SpongeBob, the movie Search for SquarePants. Probably won't go to the theater to see that one. There's The Housemaid. I've heard some people say they liked it, but I don't know too much. I won't read through all of these, but they still have Five Nights at Freddy 2. I don't know if anybody's seen that and if it was any fun or not. Oh, Zootopia. Like I said, I mispronounce things. So Zootopia 2. I remember seeing the first one in the theater with my kids when they were younger. It's been quite a while ago, but I remember them really liking it. I actually wouldn't mind seeing that one. I've heard some good reactions to it. So, and then Wicked for Good and Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I haven't watched the first Wicked movie, so I probably won't get to the theater to see that one. I've seen Wicked in a live production and really enjoyed it, so I will see the movie sometime, but yep, haven't gotten to that. So where are we at with everybody's comments? Holland Oats. What do we got here? Have a big old whiskey pop, the 20K bottle. yeah, no. Okay, pop the 20K. No, I just took if you're talking about the one I took a picture of, yeah, no, that was not in my price bracket. I took a picture of it. It stayed in the store, or at least I didn't take it from the store, because that's for something you just drink and it's done. No. You know how many vehicles in my life? That's what's crazy. There's a bottle there, and no judgment. If you have the money to buy it and you enjoy it, knock yourself out. I'm not in that price bracket, but I'm just like thinking through my lifetime, how many vehicles that I've driven that did not cost $20,000. So sometimes it's hard when I start thinking of it that way, and I'm just like, yeah, but nope, I don't have any bottle like that to pop open. I might have like a 40 or a $20, a 40 or $20 one, but not a 20K. Nope. Zootopia. Is that how I kind of said it the first time? Probably. Bacon was saying hi to Nikki there, saying how goes it. But yeah, no, just going good. Like I said, it's funny how you're in a good mood when you haven't been working all day. So it's been a nice little time off. Got to sleep in till 7:30 7 or 7:30 this morning. So that was awesome. Loved that. Hung out with the dog for a little bit until it was probably about 7:30 before I got out of bed. So it's kind of nice to get to sleep in like that. So Doug jumped in there, hung out, and scratched him while I caught up on my socials on my phone. And then got going with the day. Did a little running into town. I've got an email from, I don't know if anybody has Panchero's Mexican Grill around them at all, but they're kind of known. They're kind of like a Chipotle also, if you have those, but they make the big burritos and then the bowls. And they had, I guess they were running specials through the month for Christmas. And if you go through their app, and they had a $5 burrito. So I needed to get a few things from the store. So I ran in there and got myself a burrito. I couldn't finish it, and I ate too much of it, so I'm really full still. So I just probably won't need a big supper. But those burritos are, to me, those are gigantic. They're good. They're good. Oh, and then I want to buy, sorry, I'm like losing my voice. All dried out. They have a green, I think they call it grenade sauce, at Pancheros that I really like. So I need to see if they'll sell it from the store, or I have never seen it on store shelves before. So sometime I just need to ask them if they just sell me a bottle at the place or not. USRG says on YouTube, there's a channel called The Logic of English. It is good phonics method and teaches the word history. Well, that's good. But yeah, I think English language just has so many variations, and if this, then that, but then if that, this, and breaking the rules all the time, where I could see where it's a tough one to learn. Cause like I said, I grew up with it and I still have a hard time with it. So USRG says, I think that the cassettes were made that way because Indonesia was the pirating capital of the world. Still maybe. Yeah. I don't know if it was Indonesia, but I did have some friends that got stationed overseas, and I think they always talked about bootleg DVDs and stuff that they bought quite a few of them to watch, and sometimes they weren't the best quality, but some said they were actually pretty surprised at how good they were. But interesting. So, but yeah, what else is going on here? Sorry, I'm just hanging out. I know I'm like random all over the place, but I don't know anybody that celebrates Christmas. I don't know if you got big plans coming up for that. If you got all your fun shopping done. If you got any more of that to do. I almost stay out of the stores from about Thanksgiving till after the first of the year. It gets so busy, either leading up to it, people buying a bunch of stuff, or after, people returning things. So I kind of go to the online shopping quite a bit. I think that's where my patience level is at. So I know, before I forget too, got a couple things coming up. This Sunday, I'm going to be hanging out with Anthony from Anthony's Horror More, Ashley, a zombie girl, and Sin from Sin's Corner. We're going to be talking this Sunday night. It's going to be 8 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be hanging out talking about movies that we like to watch this time of year, like kind of some annual watches that we'll get to. It doesn't have to be a traditional Christmas movie. It doesn't have to be considered a Christmas movie, just a movie that we enjoy. We go back to every year around this time of year. So it can be anything. It could be a horror movie. It could be a traditional Christmas movie. It could be something in between. It could be all over the place, but we're going to be hanging out. Like Holland says right here, Sunday, we're going to be hanging out. Yeah. I'll have to get the monster truck voice out for that one. Jeff said should be fun day Sunday stream. Yeah. Gotta get some more things going here. Just been busy. We need to do another watch along here, and that's on me, but been a busy couple months. So hopefully things will slow down a little bit going into the new year, and we'll get to that. So I got that going on Sunday night. Hopefully I can get out to Monday. Is supposed to be another mystery movie night out at the theater. From what they're saying, I'm pretty excited. So I know I've talked about it before, but they do a mystery movie where they don't tell you what it is. All they tell you is the rating of it. If they'll say a runtime that it's not longer than, but they don't give the exact runtime just to make it a little more harder to figure out or a little more difficult to figure out what movie it is. But then they'll specifically say whether it's a horror movie or not. So runtime that it's not longer than, rating, and then it will tag it if it's considered a horror movie or not. So this Monday, oh my gosh, it's getting all filled up. I better buy a ticket. Well, I'll do that here. Anyway, for everything it's showing, I'm hoping there's been a couple previews or trailers I saw before movies for a horror movie coming out called Primate, and it looks crazy. And I hope that's what it is. Oh, they only have this one in a really tiny theater. It's probably because the horror ones don't usually get as many people out to them, but that really filled up. I better go out. Well, I know what else I'm doing after this. I'm going to be looking up a video to figure out how to pronounce Amanda's last name and buying a ticket for my mystery movie if I think I can get to it. So if I get to watch that Tuesday night, I'll be over on Deleted Scenes channel with whoever else gets to see that to talk about that movie. So that will be fun. And then later that night on Tuesday, I'm going to do a double header. I'm going to be over at then also on Box Office Brawlers channel. We're going to be watching and talking about, well, we won't be watching at the time, but ahead of time we'll watch it and talk about White Christmas for a holiday movie this year. And then it's kind of up in the air for the rest of the week. So more to come. Talking with a few other people to whether that last week of December or the beginning of January, doing some more movie clubs, having some people on, some for the first time to talk to, get to know better and see what they're doing out on the YouTube thing. And hopefully getting some more people on here, doing some more panel things. I hopefully things slow down a little bit where I can get going on that. yeah, to get going on that again. And then some of the other things I kept on talking about, maybe trying to get back out. And, if I play a game, stream it. If anyone wants to join in and just talk with the chat, cool. If not, no problem at all. And then I kept on talking about the Lego thing. So whether I can finally get that figured out, how I want to see that. Gizmo, how you doing? I told you, Corey, leave the naked dog alone. My naked dog, he's fine. USRD was saying typo in my last comment, pirating capital word. Yep. Gizmo was saying Primate was okay. It was screened at a festival. Some good monkey action, but not as good as I hoped. All right. All right. Well, I'll have to see if it's my mystery movie or not. So luckily with those, it's quite a bit cheaper too. It's like $6 for a ticket, which for us is cheap, but Gizmo was saying when you see how they trick the freaking monkey, you will think, why make the movie? Holland was saying Amanda Siegfried. Yeah, there you go. I could say it that way. Gizmo was saying, Corey, an important question. Are you the real Santa? I don't know. Am I? Hey, Enigma, what's going on? So this is dropping a like. Sorry, I had a cat nap this afternoon. Last day of school. All right. Well, congratulations. No worries at all. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. Holland says, watch Christmas Blood, and if you've seen it before, watch it again. My good friend is in the movie, and he gets brutally killed. Rewind and replay it a few times, like Pops. I've not seen that. Christmas Blood. Christmas Blood. Here we go. All right. So here we go. But yeah, that's what I got going on. Oh, here's some more. Scoldor was saying mystery movie will be Solo. Romantic masterpiece for the whole family. Are you being sarcastic? USRD says you could get anything for like 400. Is that, I probably pronounced that wrong again. Like I said, I always get nervous about saying something wrong. That was like $1 US. Nice. Holland says Corey is the trunker Santa of the Wild West. Gizmo, adore and ho ho. Yep, right. Holland, are you the real Grinch? Gizmo wants to know. Hey, Hortensia, what's going on? DJ NC in here, dropping the custom emojis, but StreamYard won't show them when I bring them up on the on the screen. But good to see you. I'll be checking you out a little later tonight over on Twitch and YouTube as well, doing your thing. So good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, you guys going back and forth. Hortensia was saying, hope you're having a good day. I'm having a great day. I was just saying I had the day off work, so it's a great day. It's a great day and didn't have anything like really pressing to do. So just kind of been getting a few things done, but taking it easy. So hope you are as well. Hope you have a great weekend coming up. I know you're going to be out over on Twitch and YouTube tonight doing your trance music. So looking forward to seeing that. And then I know you almost always have some cool pictures that you're posting over the weekend of hiking and or seemed like food markets or farmers markets, or I don't know what you call them, but food and flowers and all these other things. So it always looks like you got something fun going on for the weekend. So hopefully you got something like that lined up and something to look forward to. I keep on getting dried out here. Sorry, guys. I'll get some water after this. I'm still being silly and just drinking Diet Pepsi. You guys, I can hardly keep up when, especially Holland and Gizmo going back and forth. Or since you were saying thank you. Oh, no worries. No worries. Holland says, Gizmo, does Corey not have a copy of Yule Blood? I don't. Is that the one I got the poster for, though? Gizmo? I don't know if that's the one you gave me the poster for. I'd have to look at it again to remember the name, but I do not have a copy of the movie. Gizmo says, Corey had a great day until me and Holland arrived. No, that's not true. I still have a good time with you. Just sometimes I have to proofread your comments before I put it up there. Ortenzio was saying, awesome. Enjoy the day. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. You guys. Ortenzio was saying, sorry, I was laughing at the same time. Baking cookies might not hike. Looks like rain is coming in tonight. Oh, yeah, that will put a damper on things for sure. But baking cookies sounds good. Get some holiday cookies. Do you have a go-to? Do you do a mix of them? Or do you have like, even if you do a mix of them, is there like one or two types of cookies that you have to make this time of year that are like, it's gotta happen. Oh, it says Gizmo ran out of copies. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not high enough on the list to get it. I don't know. Hortensia was asking, any plans for this weekend? So right now, no, which is nice. I think there's some projects, some things we need to get done. The kids are coming back into town for the holidays next week. So there's some cleaning probably and some fun stuff like that to do, but no, nothing too pressing. So I'm looking forward to hopefully getting, this is my big goal. I'd like to get at least, if there's more, awesome, but I'd love to get 2 movies watched this weekend. How's that? Is that a big goal? I know, like, ooh, really stretch yourself there, Corey. But I'd love to get a couple movies in. Hortensio says, I do. My mom loves my peanut butter cookies, so that's a must. And my son loves chocolate chip cookies, and that is also a must. Both sound great. If both were sitting in front of me and I had to pick one, I'd probably go with the chocolate chip cookie, but I love some peanut butter cookies as well. My grandma used to make some awesome peanut butter cookies. And, yeah, I always loved those. She always would make the, I don't know what you actually call them, but you know, like the little round one, usually she would make basically a peanut butter cookie, a small round one, and then put the Hershey Kiss like on the top of it. I always remember her making those and always liked those as well. So you got your peanut butter and chocolate there. So that was always pretty good. So, well, it sounds like you got some good ones coming up. Hey, Davey, what's going on? Davey Death Ray in the house saying, hey, everyone. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Gizmo, you're funny. Hortensio was saying, I'll be starting my Harry Potter. I keep on pronouncing things incorrectly today. Harry Potter marathon. Nice. I was going to ask you what movies. I don't know yet. There's a few possibilities, but so Harry Potter marathon, that sounds like fun. I actually have not watched all of them before. So I should do that sometime as well, but that's quite a few to get through. That's like 8 movies, something like that. So yeah, that's a good marathon for you to tackle. So some of them I was really wanting to see. I've watched recently. So not too long ago, I watched the new Frankenstein on Netflix, and I just last night watched Train Dreams on Netflix. Really like that one as well. Both were really good. Another one on Netflix some people have been recommending was Jay Kelly, the George Clooney and Adam Sandler. So that's a possibility. But there's a few others. There's Fat Man. I thought about rewatching, kind of a action Santa movie with Walter Goggins and Mel Gibson. There's some other ones, and it's escaping me, but those were a couple that were possibilities. But then I'll end up just going way off track and watching something different. But Scholar says 2 movies. That's crazy. I know. Lately, it's just been busy, and it's hard to fit them in. So I know. Do I even like movies if I'm only shooting for 2 over the weekend? Probably not. I'm a fraud. So no, no, hopefully more than that. But as soon as I say more than that, then it doesn't happen. And then it's just I don't want to break promises. Movie Hunter is asking, does anyone still go out caroling, or is that a thing of past times? I think for the most part, past times, but I do still know, I know some people that still do that a little bit. One that's kind of a little different, but still caroling. There's some of the younger choir groups, young kids, that they'll go and carol at nursing homes. Like for older people that are living in an assisted living type of situations and aren't able to go out as easily, they'll go out and carol for them around the assisted living homes. So that's pretty cool. I know quite a few groups that still do that quite a bit. So USRG, thanks for throwing out the emojis. I'd bring it up on the screen, but StreamYard won't show it the right way. Davey says, I might have missed it, but did you catch the new Silent Night, Deadly Night yet? No, I did not. It already is pulled from my theater. I knew I was, if it's not a huge blockbuster, and even them sometimes, I'm in such a small market, the theaters, they just take them out so darn quick. So no, unfortunately, no, I did not get out to see it. It's definitely one I want to see. So I'll be watching for them to release something for it, video on demand or physical release of it. So I'm going to have to wait for that now. But unfortunately, no, I did not get out for that one. But it was one I wanted to get out to see. It did not work out. We had to go out of town this last weekend, and yeah. No, I missed out on it, the theater experience for that one. Gizmo. Oh, Gizmo in Holland. Calling me right there. He has not, Davey. He hasn't seen it. Hey, Eli, what's going on? Saying what's up, Corey in chat. Good to see you, sir. Hope all is well. I'm going to take a sip of pop here. This cold weather drives me out. Eli was saying, don't forget to slash the like button and sub to this awesome channel. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. It's back and forth. Hortensia was saying, I made it a Christmas tradition 2 years ago. I purchased all of them as a birthday gift to myself, so now I have them on hand. Oh, yeah, for the Harry Potter. Cool. Hey, you got to treat yourself. That's a nice nice birthday gift for yourself. And that's cool to have a new tradition like that to watch them. I know a lot. I've heard of other people watching them this time of year. Another one that Gizmo, don't you usually is it Lord of the Rings that you watch every year around this time? He'll probably tell me I'm wrong. Hortensia was asking, are you an Avatar fan? So I've only seen the first one. And I remember enjoying it, but I didn't actually see it in the theater. I saw it at home. I have not seen the second one yet. And I know the third is out now. And so I need to see the second before I see the third. So, I enjoyed the first one, but I wouldn't say I'm a gigantic fan of it. I'll have to see the other two to see how, that all goes. But just not seeing the second one in the theater. I probably won't be able to watch that soon enough to catch the third one in the theater before they yank that out of there. Holland says, Corey, shoot for 10 this week. Movies? I don't think that can happen. I have some time off, but I don't think 10. Maybe 5. I'd love to. I'd love to be able to get more in, but yeah, it doesn't always work out that way. Probably not 10 there, Holland. That'd be a stretch. That would be a stretch for me. Eli, thanks very much for putting DJ Hortensia's link there in the chat. I appreciate that. Gizmo expressing his dislike for Avatar in the chat. Got Gizmo's link in there too. Thanks, Eli. Always appreciate it. Hortensia says, that's awesome. Love Lord of the Rings. That's another one I got to watch through the whole thing. I've only seen the first one. I know. There's always got to be some movie in your unwatched pile that people can't believe that you haven't seen it before. So mine is probably that. I haven't seen all of the Harry Potter, and I've only seen the first Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter, I probably saw the first 4. So, and I do have the Blu-ray set, so I do have the other ones, but just got to get around to it. But at this point, it's been so long for the other ones, I almost feel like I need to restart again and watch through them. Maybe I can make that a 2026 goal. Like watch one Harry Potter movie a month, and then like 8 months, I'll have it done. USRG says, when you can't decide, always make peanut butter chocolate chip with walnuts. Yeah, I'd go for that too. That sounds good to me. I'd go for that. Holland says, Gizmo watches Christmas dog movies, 10 in a day, because he's awesome. Gizmo says, yes, we will see them for the 25th of December until 27th. If she wants to see The Hobbit, it will be after Lord of the Rings, so I can skip. Okay, so that's interesting. You're just into Lord of the Rings, but you're not a fan of the Hobbit series, which is fine. I just didn't know. But yeah, I thought I remember you saying that was kind of an annual, the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Do you do the extended cuts? Davey was asking, whereabouts in the country are you? If you're asking me, I'm in Iowa. Yep, I'm in Iowa. So almost kind of upper Midwest. So yeah, cold right now, but it's kind of crazy. We had a ton of snow for a while, and then the last day or two, it got warmer, above freezing, and then we got rain, and that just makes a lot of the snow melt. And so actually can see the grass again, or the ground again. Some of the grass is pretty much dead, but can see the ground again. And so that's where my daughter's probably going to be bummed out, because we had all this snow, and then there's been quite a few years what will happen. We'll have all the snow, it'll get warm, and then rain. The snow melts away, and there's not a ton for a white Christmas that she likes to see the snow. And then we get it again later. So we'll have to see. But right now it's a lot less snow than what we did have on the ground. You like saying hi to Davey. Got Davey's link in there. Thanks, Eli. Davey was saying, my dude, my watch list of movies is downright embarrassing for the kind of game I talk. You know, me too, man. Me too. And I never claimed to have seen everything, but I've gotten comments like that before where it's like, you haven't seen that? Like, I thought you said you were a movie fan, you know? I'm like, well, you know, there's a lot of movies and only so many hours in the day. So, but yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I have a bunch of them that I hear people gasp when so like the Lord of the Rings, that only seen the first one. And that was even pretty recent, with the last year or two that I saw that. People would just be like, but then even if you don't care for that one, I'm sure there's other ones you can find in my unwatched pile or unwatched list that I haven't gotten to. Gizmos, have you seen all of the James Bond movies, Corey? Pretty much. I'm going to say yes. They weren't always straight through, but so I saw quite a few of them growing up and rented them. So I didn't see them like obviously in order. A lot of rentals, got into them, and then when I for a long stretch when I had more like cable, like up through college and then out of college right away, they there was one cable network that did this like James Bond marathon every year. I don't know if they still do it. I don't have cable anymore, but they would every year they would do this James Bond marathon, and they just did like back to back James Bond movies, and they just run through them all and just keep on playing them 24 hours a day, and then mix them up. So it'd be anyway. Quite a few of those I saw, but so some of them were probably kind of pieced together where I came in and was like, then wasn't right at the beginning, but then I saw the beginning later. And so I'm going to say yes, but some of them were pieced together watching the whole thing and not just like sitting down and watching start to finish. I'll go with that, Gizmo. Hortensio was saying, yes, restart it. Perfect. Starting off 2026 on a good note, Corey. Yeah, there you go. I'll have to do that. And that was over quite a few years when they released them all. So I think it's in my mind. Sometimes I think like, oh, I got to watch them all right away. Like, well, no, but just pace it out and just say like, yeah, like maybe that could be my goal for 2026 then. Just do one a month. And then, by August, have them all watched. Holland says extended cuts only for Lord of the Rings. All right. So the first one I watched, it was the theatrical cut. So not the extended, but I do have the extended cuts of them now because after I saw that one, so it wasn't this Black Friday, but the Black Friday before, so 2024, they had a good sale on the 4K set up them that had the extended cuts with it as well. So I have those now. So maybe I have to start those over again too. So I can watch, maybe I have to watch the first one to see the extended cut of that. So maybe I have to do that. Maybe that's a 2026 goal over the year to go through all the Harry Potter and Lord of the Ring movies. Maybe that could be a goal. Scolder. I know. Only seen the first one? Oh no, I know. Gizmo says, Hobbit is okay minus, but man, they are far from Lord of the Rings. Almost like watching Sean Connery and then go over to Daniel. I used steroids. Oh, Gizmo. I still have fun with Daniel Craig's movies too. I actually have fun with pretty much all of them. Except, was it Lazenby? Is that the one that had the one off? That one I don't remember. I'd probably have to rewatch that one to make sure I'd have actually seen that one. Like really all the way through. But Eli also agrees, likes Lord of the Rings over The Hobbit as well. Gizmo says, Holland, are you calling your angry fan behind you for extended cuts? Hey, Gareth, what's going on? Video Tasties here. I just want to tell you, good luck. We're all counting on you. Is that watching those movies or what thing am I trying not to let you down on? We'll have to find out. Oh, you guys going back and forth with each other. Gizmo, I know I'm so young, or are you calling Corey really old to Holland? Probably that I'm old. I am getting older and older. That's all right. It means I'm still kicking, still around. Eli, thanks again, putting Gareth's Video Tasties link out there. Always appreciate it. I'm going to take another sip here. Davey was saying extended cut of Fellowship of the Ring. Now the two more hours of walking. Maybe I don't want to go back to that. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe I don't want to go back and I just say like I saw the theatrical for that, and then the next two I'll watch the extended cuts. Yeah. Oh, that might be what I might not be missing much. I don't know then. Davey is saying Timothy Dalton Bond flicks are awesome, and he is so underrated and underappreciated. I liked him a lot too. My first one, just the age I'm at, the first one I was renting movies of was Roger Moore. So that was my first Bond. So I have a lot of nostalgia for some of those, even if they're not considered the best or anything. That was my first one I got exposed to, and so Timothy Dalton was, right after that, I think. But yeah, right. But anyway. Saw quite a few of his too, but yeah, I enjoy him. But honestly, there's good ones with each of them, I think. But Gizmo, you're always so positive. Saying Daniel Craig was a terrible Bond in my opinion, but he has one of the best Bond movies, Casino Royale, which I agree is a great movie, but still he is bad as Bond. I still enjoyed his Gizmo, but I respect your opinion. But I agree, Casino Royale is great, and you got Mads Mikkelsen in there too. So I always enjoy him. So it's cool to have him in there. And then Holland, yeah, Gizmo, Mads Mikkelsen, adore. Yep, there you go. Eli was saying he's hilarious in Hot Fuzz, Davey. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he is in that. Skolder says, I have started to like Lazenby's Bond film more and more. Wasn't a fan before. That's the one I definitely seen the least of. So I'd need to go back and check it out. Gizmo saying, Mikkelsen is great as a bad guy. I love when he is playing with Bond. Will you stop it? See, now I got to start like proofreading these things. Oh, Gizmo, you're so funny. You're so funny. Gizmo's agreeing with Skolder, says, I agree. It is fun, but it feels like it is two movies put together, I think, but always like his film. Like the Lazenby you're talking about. Did you like when Bond started crying at the end of the last one? I'm not even going to answer that, Gizmo, because I think you're just trying to find ways to make fun of me. I mean, come on. I'm such an easy target. Pick something harder there, bud. Hey, Chilo, what's going on, man? Another great channel member saying, hello, Corey. Wanted to wish you and everyone in the chat a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. I hope you got a lot of great stuff coming up. Been fun watching all your reels and your videos that you all been doing, and the crafts and all those fun things. So I hope you and the family all have a great Merry Christmas as well. Gizmo. Eli, thank you very much for putting out Chilo's channel. He's also with his wife Dee over at our if I could talk, our Jurassic Chaos. So always good to see you guys. Eli said, I haven't seen the last Daniel Craig Bond movie. Yeah. I'll have to see what the new one brings. I don't know. We'll have to see. Who knows where it's going to go. Hey, Nadia, what's going on? Got Horror with Nads in here saying Merry Christmas, Corey, and everyone. Merry Christmas to you, too. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Hope you got a fun weekend ahead of you. Gizmo still giving it to Daniel Craig there. Eli putting Nadia's link out there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So anytime, bud. Oop, missed one there. Hey, Corey. Hello. How we doing? Got some Christmas tree emojis. I like seeing it. It's festive. I love it. Thank you, Kari. Saying hi to Nadia. Some highs back and forth, but yeah. So looking about doing what? Nadia got a super sticker. It doesn't bring it up on StreamYard, but I can see it on my other one. Keep it up. Thanks. Thank you very much, Nadia. Did not need to do that, but I truly appreciate it. You're super, super generous. So I appreciate it very, very much. So I wish you would bring it up when I did that, but I can see it in the chat on the other one. That's funny. Super sticker. Got a super sticker. I like it. Some highs back and forth, but so Nadia, you got any big movies you're going to be watching this weekend if you're still in here? Gizmo, I might not bring up that whole thing, but you said you're ready for bed. You're going to eat some fish and brush your teeth with caviar. Wow. You're like a high roller there, man. I know the fish thing is like normal, but I don't know if the caviar thing is normal for you. And then Nadia's like, She's either thinking about what movies she's going to watch this weekend or thinking about what Gizmo said about eating fish and brushing his teeth with caviar. Either way, it'll make you say, Muppet Christmas Carol is a tradition for my hubs and I. Oh, cool. Yeah, I just had some friends watch that. Big Al Presents and Deleted Scenes. I think they've already watched that one. I think that was one of them I couldn't make it to. Now I'm blanking on the movie. If that's the one they already watched or they're going to watch. But I knew that was like one of them that was in there and I hadn't seen it forever. And when I know when Big Al was talking about it, either way, whether they saw it yet or not, I have horrible memory. Made me want to watch it again. I haven't seen it forever. So maybe that's another one I'll have to track down to see. Because I do not have it in the collection. So I'll have to see if it's, wonder if it's streaming somewhere. Do you own it, Nadia? Or do you guys have a streaming that, let's see here. I like to go out to this website called justwatch.com. It's not always correct, but it helps track down where things are streaming at. And of course, it looks like it's on Disney Plus, which I canceled a little while back. So we'll have to see if I can track it down. Nadia was saying Chris has never seen the Gremlins, so I'm fixing that. No, you have to. That's a good one. That'd be a fun one to watch too. I haven't seen that forever. Maybe that's another one I could try to get in this weekend, or one of them I get in this weekend. That'd be a fun one. That's a fun one this time of year. Yeah, exactly, Eli. That's gangsta Gizmo. Fish and caviar. That's our Gizmo. Holland's going to watch the Santa Claus for him tonight. I haven't seen that in a long time. Is that the one with, what's his name from Home Improvement? I'm blanking on his name right now. I can picture him right now. Tim Allen? Is that right? Tim Allen? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Where he takes it over? I remember watching that with the kids and stuff. They used to really like that one. That'd be a fun one to rewatch. I haven't seen that in a long time. Not even saying, oh yeah, we own the Muppet Christmas Carol. I'll have to go check that out. What? Gizmo says, stop giving your friends different names every chat. Okay, you guys. You guys. Oh, you guys. Nadia was saying, I unfortunately have to get back to work, but I hope everyone has an amazing Christmas and blessings upon all of you and your families. You too as well. Thank you so much for stopping in and hope you have a quick rest of your work day so you can get on with something else that you want to do. So good to see you And thank you very much for the super sticker. That was very, very sweet of you. Thank you very much. Holland was saying, yes, sir, Tim Allen. Yeah, I was just blanking on his name for a second. I could picture him right off the bat. And then I always think of his little thing he would say on Home Improvement. But yeah, I have to check that out. He's going to have a good one, Nadia. Scholar was saying, my Christmas tradition is watching Gremlin short. Sorry, I'm still thinking of Gremlins from Nadia saying that. Let me restart. My Christmas tradition is watching German short Dinner for One. I don't know that one. I'm going to write it down and see if it's one I can track down or not. I will have to see if I can track that down. Movie Hunter is saying Miracle on 34th from me, the original. That is one I might possibly be watching here sometime. So I was talking about going back and watching a Christmas movie with my mom and whether she'd want to do another live stream and talk about the movie or just hang out and chat. But she was actually pretty excited about getting on another live stream. So might have to try to figure out how to do that. But anyway, Miracle on 34th Street, that was one of the possibilities to watch. Another one was It Happened on Fifth Avenue and maybe Shop Around the Corner. There was a few I kind of threw out to her to possibly check out, but we will see. Gizmo, Corey, one question before I find the pillow. Can you tell me what is right and what is wrong with Rose? No, I cannot. I thought you already figured that out. I thought you had it all figured out. Hey, Greg, what's going on? Greg Brewer in here saying, hi, Corey. Good to see you. Gizmo was saying Dinner for One is always playing in Norway on TV. Very fun, actually amazing. I'll definitely have to check that out. Yeah, that is not one that I've not one that I've seen, but I love getting suggestions of things I haven't seen. So awesome. Kari was saying, I love Miracle on 34th Street. Yeah, it's classic. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. Yeah, Eli was saying Corey is just thinking of Gizmo, so he has Gremlins on his mind. Yep, there you go. It was Gizmo. Not that Nadia mentioned it. It was because of Gizmo. So we're saying Dinner for One. Okay, 1963. That sometimes helps track it down. I'll look that up. All it says Dinner for One sounds like a sad cookbook. How many are you cooking for tonight? Just one. Oh, Holland's always good for a joke. Greg was saying Christmas Vacation is my go-to Christmas movie every year. That's always a fun one. They play that a ton on TV around us this time of year. That and A Christmas Story. It seems like, well, now, okay, I know I keep on adding to some of the cable channels. It seems like Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, and now Elf, I think. Those three seem to get played a ton. There's probably others, but it seems like those are the ones I come across almost the most. But Jeff was saying, I've been slacking on Christmas watches this year. I don't feel very festive. I can understand that, man. Yeah. That's where sometimes I know some people don't, but they still want to get in like something that has like Christmas in it. So that's where I was talking about. I just was watching Violent Night the other night, and I might watch Fat Man, where it's, kind of a departure of your traditional festive Christmas movie. But no, I can understand. There's always stuff going on that might not lend you to want to, might not be in the mood for those. So I can completely understand that, man, for sure. Gizmo says, do they show Dinner for One in your country as well? In Christmas time, I found the DVD last year. No, I don't know. I guess I can't answer whether they do. I've never heard of it before, but that doesn't mean they don't play it. Not find it on a streaming service there, but I might be able to buy it digitally. If not, maybe find a DVD of it. But it sounds interesting. I would like to. Am I having trouble tracking it down? I'll have to see. Maybe eBay. Maybe I'll have to go track down a DVD on eBay. Eli, thanks for throwing Jeff's channel out there, man. Always appreciate it. This skipped all over on me. If I miss any, not on purpose. Just my chat started going all over the place. A Christmas Story. Yep. I play that all the time here. Eli says, where's the love for Jingle All the Way? I've actually never seen that, but I know I've heard other people say that's every year they got to watch that too. But sometimes it depends on when the movie hit, how old you were, So sometimes if you saw it as a kid in the theater, maybe it hits more for you. I still need to see it. I honestly can't believe I haven't seen it yet. I always see like clips of it and memes from it. And Greg Brewer is saying Scrooge. Oh, that's always a fun one. Yeah, Bill Murray. That's always a fun one. Yeah, that's the thing. He started talking about it, all the different movies, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to watch that one. I want to watch that one. And then I haven't gotten to the other ones that I was supposed to be watching. So, but yeah, Scrooge is always fun. Bill Murray's fun. Scrooge, and then I know it's not like Christmas, but there's like some movies, some of them we might be talking about this weekend, where I'll watch them this time of year. Not saying it's a Christmas movie, but I watch them around this time of year. So like talking about Bill Murray, I could probably watch Groundhog Day again too. And that'd be a fun one too. Gizmo is from Norway, home of the salmon. Hey, we got Gory Tiger in here. What's going on? You're saying hi to Eli. If I missed an earlier one from you, I'm sorry. Just trying to keep up with the chat here. I will go for a little bit longer here, then I probably got to wrap her up for today. But with some extra days off, I might have some random just jump on and see who's out there. If anybody wants to hang out and talk for a little bit. If not, no big deal. Holland was saying Corey as a trucker is more of a Jingle All the Way 2 fan, starring Larry the Cable Guy. I have seen that he is in that one. I've not seen that either, but I think I would lean towards wanting to see Schwarzenegger first. So, and am I a trucker? Is that the question? I know it was brought up before. Holland just escaped from Gizmo's basement, apparently. Scolder was saying, I haven't had real snow here this year. Trying to get Christmas spirit with some Christmas movies, Home Alone, Deck the Halls, and so on, but not feeling very Christmassy this year. I understand. I was just saying earlier too, my daughter gets bummed out because the last few years, and it looks like it's almost shaping up to do this again, where we had a ton of snow early. And then it warms up, and then we get more like rain weather, and it melts a lot of the snow away. And it's not as white of a Christmas as what it was earlier. And then it gets colder again, and we get a bunch of snow. So I think she's getting bummed out because a bunch of the snow is melting off. And I don't know if I'll have to check the forecast to see if we're supposed to be getting more before Christmas or not. And then Greg got to throw in there, how about real Christmas movies like Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, I Come in Peace, just to name a few. Yep. So those are also ones that, whether you want to call them Christmas movies or not, I'll watch around this time of year. And I've watched both Die Hard and Lethal Weapon. Well, yeah, Die Hard wasn't too long ago. Die Hard and Lethal Weapon within the last couple months. But they're always fun. You can watch them anytime. But there's some that still pop up in your head that you watch around this time of year, even if you don't think they're true Christmas movies. But Gizmo is telling Scolder not to worry. Snow is on the way. Eli was saying this year just flew by. Every holiday this year felt weird. I'll agree, this year felt like it went really fast. I can't believe next week is Christmas. So that's pretty crazy. But with that being said, I probably need to wrap her up for today. But with some of the extra days off, I might be jumping out there every once in a while. But like I said, this Sunday on my channel, I'm going to be having Anthony from Anthony's Horror and More, Ashley, Zombie Girl, and Sin from Sin's Corner. We're going to be on talking about movies that, like we were just saying, talking about movies that we find ourselves watching this time of year, whether they're true holiday movies, Christmas movies, or not, but you just end up watching them this time of year. And so we'll be talking about that. And then I believe it's on Tuesday. As long as I can get to see the mystery movie, I'll be on Deleted Scenes channel first to talk about the mystery movie that we saw on Monday night. And then later that night, I'll be over on Box Office Brawlers channel to talk about White Christmas. So that being said, hopefully I'll talk to you all before, but I see a lot of take cares and great stream. Thank you very much. Like saying, have a great weekend, everyone. But I will say, hopefully I'll get to talk to you and hang out with you before, but if not, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. I hope all of you, either way, have a wonderful rest of your Friday, great weekend, and some fun stuff coming up here. But we'll just say, love you all, and we'll talk here really soon. Thanks again for joining in and making this such a fun time like you always do. So thanks again. Love you all. We'll talk to you soon.